Good morning. It is Tuesday, March 11th. We have like a real mixed bag today on the show. We're talking about Nissan's new CEO, someone driving a car through a Carmax, and China teaching AI in their elementary schools. This isn't a well-rounded program. I don't know what it is.
We're giving you the full breadth of the State of the Union of
What's next?
whatever is happening.
Biohacking tips? Have you my biohacking tips? I
Real
have
quick,
this organic super greens to drink today.
Do you remember? Oh, look at your super greens. Look
I
at you
know.
fancy.
It's the only way I'm
Get
getting
those
them.
off Instagram. You know what I mean?
I think we got them from Costco, like everything else in my life.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you remember, Paul? Just so everyone knows, we're 12 episodes away from episode 1000 of the
That's
show.
nuts.
Which, just so you know, we're planning a little something special. That's not like too crazy, but a little bit of nod to doing this 1,000 times. Do you remember back when we used to talk about blockchain and the metaverse like every other day?
Bro,
That was a whole thing.
it was
That
a
was
whole
this.
thing.
That was a scene within.
Guys, remember crypto?
Yeah, crypto.
Oh, I remember crypto.
It's like
I
this
remember every
whole
day when I look at
scene every
Coinbase. Right. Everybody remembers crypto right now if you have anything involved in crypto.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Crypto's fine
blockchain,
right now.
metaverse. What'd you say?
Crypto's fine right
No,
now.
obviously you're not paying attention. Bitcoin's under 70, like 78K. Like everything's dropped like 20% this week.
Well, it's fine relative to everything else because everything has dropped 20% this week. Like,
Absolutely.
Yesterday was a whole call on
don't-
all stocks. So
you just embodied the video version of the meme where the guy's in the fiery room and it says everything's fine or I'm fine, right?
everything's
That's the market.
fine. It's fine.
the market.
All of the world is dropping out, but everything's
No, I wonder what were the other things that we went through in our 1,000 emails. I mean, obviously COVID, blockchain, crypto, the metaverse, the emergence of AI. I mean, we've been talking about AI for a long time. Mr. Beast.
I mean, do you realize that the whole like everything around the UAW that was a year and a half ago.
That's like forever ago.
That
but
was
it
not
seems
half
like
a year ago. That was a year.
It does
and a
feel
half
like
ago.
it was last September, but it was actually last September plus a year. That's the nut. That's crazy. I would say we are 1,000 episodes older easily, and I bet if you count wrinkles on my face,
you can count the gray hairs
Grays,
right
wrinkles.
here. It's
we were young. I don't know if
exactly right.
I wouldn't say we were happier, but we were certainly younger.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have a few-
definitely happier now. This is just so much fun. We're
I've
just
had
having a blast.
I have a few less aches than I do now, probably. Little pops and cracks. If you ever want to hear like a bunch of like pops and cracks coming out of somebody's knees, just ask me to do a squat when you're near me and just be quiet for a second. It sounds like a 4th of July celebration. All right, so we're 12 episodes away from
memes in our first 3 minutes of this.
Absolutely. I think
podcast.
our work is done here. So episode 1,000 coming up, 12 episodes away. Thank you so much for being a part of this, however many episodes you've been a part of it for. And if you like the show and if you like it more and more every day, send it to somebody and share it with them, because the more cool people we have in this ecosystem, the better. Obviously, we're trying to get our whole community together at ASOTU CON this year in May 13th through 15th in Hanover, Maryland, which is south of Baltimore, north of Annapolis. Tickets are as cheap as they're going to be right now at $4.99. And the hotel rooms in the event hotel, which we basically book out the entire casino hotel with ASOTU CON, is almost sold out. So if you're coming, tickets are as cheap as they're going to be. There are still hotel rooms in the event hotel. What are you waiting for? Go to ASOTUCON.com, get your tickets, and come be with us.
Get in there.
All right, grab bag of news today. First and foremost, Nissan has appointed Ivan Espinosa as its new CEO. No applause. I was just wondering if we hear the Nissan dealers or the Honda dealers applause. Tasking him with accelerating the company's turnaround after more than 4 years of turmoil. He takes over from Makoto Uchida, who struggled to find full support internally and is stepping down after 5 years at the helm. His leadership saw mixed success with progress on restructuring, but falling short on sales targets and the Honda merger talks that fell apart. Espinosa is 46 years old. That's close to home. I just turned 46.
Wow.
Was selected at a March. Do I look?
You're like,
Sometimes when I look at, sometimes I look at other 46-year-olds like, wait a minute, is that how the whole world sees me now? Moment of clarity here. He was selected on
1,000
March
episodes feeling right there.
selected at March 11th at a board meeting and will assume the role on April 1st. I mean, couldn't they make it April 2nd? Product-driven executive Espinosa has been serving as chief planning officer, overseeing Nissan's global product strategy and helping shape its EV and performance vehicle direction. A lot of people are saying like he is a real car guy. Nissan has mounting losses, weak sales, a junk credit rating, a significant debt load maturing next year. I mean, talk about a challenging situation. And Espinosa says he is going to take a 360-degree look at the company and emphasize stability, growth, and strengthening the North American lineup.
Look, I mean, at this point, anything goes, and the goal is to figure out if it's possible, right? Kudos to Nissan for finding someone, and hopefully they can kind of turn around probably any of these talks of mergers or acquisitions, because that is something that Nissan needs badly. They've had a few years of trailing sales, of sales decline. So looking forward, obviously, for Espinosa to try and plan into this. It is interesting, though, that they kind of like brought someone from within the company that has been failing. We'll see if there's like enough ingenuity and startup mentality to kind of take a look around and move things forward. But all Nissan dealers edge of their seats. Can we do it?
I'll tell you what, and to take a position like this, you have to be brave.
You have to be, because you're coming in with every eye looking at you.
What does that even first day look like? What does the schedule look like? What do the meetings look like? That's mind-boggling to me. I would never take that job. I don't care how much. Not cut out for it. Not cut out for it. And we'll see if he is very soon. All right, moving on. Oh, this is another one. It's like two of these in like a couple of months.
Two of these.
A routine vehicle appraisal, and all the used car guys lean in. Brian Kramer leads in. Joe Chura leans in. Right. A routine vehicle appraisal turned into chaos at a Carmax location in Inglewood, California, when an angry customer drove his Subaru Outback through the showroom, injuring 8 people after being upset with the number he got for his trade. The incident occurred this past Saturday at 2 p.m. when the driver ramming the store twice. He went in, backed up, hit it again. 2 people were critically injured, while 6 others had minor injuries, including 2 Carmax employees. 25-year-old Andrew Aurora, reportedly on probation for a reckless charge, turned himself in at the LAPD Academy. A video of the event surfaced on TikTok is being used in the investigation. Witness Whit Mitchell Marshall described the scene, said he backed up, made a big U-turn, and rammed it not once, but twice. Carmax issued a statement confirming their employees were among those injured and thanking authorities for their swift response.
I mean, here's just a couple things here. If you don't think that a vehicle is an emotional item, you're sorely wrong. Yeah. And if you also don't think that the Nathan just mentioned, like, the video is probably too intense for us to even show on this show. Yeah. Brian Ortega saying the video is wild.
Not gonna do
it. But here's what I would say is, like, it doesn't matter if you have someone that is like on the edge like this or like a regular consumer. The trade is such a critical part of caring for the vehicle purchase and like walking along a visitor in that process. And I think obviously this is a way extreme, and I feel for those Carmax employees and like everyone surrounding that, coming to work the next day, deciding if they want to, they want to offer another trade appraisal to anyone, right? It's like,
that's traumatic.
There's fear there. There's some trauma, but this is where I think we lean in as an industry and say, okay, what is it like to like walk a customer through the process with empathy, and make sure that they're well educated along the way, and you're kind of like hearing and watching feedback and looking for signals where there's distrust or any issues in the process. Like, this is a training opportunity for our industry. We're dealing with real humans that have emotions and are like emotionally tied to a major purchase or a major decision. And so hate to see this for sure, but it's definitely an opportunity to kind of like give your people more access to training.
Yeah. I mean, just my thought is going to, right, like you can't make up for like a crazy person. No. But I wonder, how like certain industries, unfortunately, they've had to do this, but they've come up, and in schools and things, they come up with a protocol where if something is going off the rails and it's going off the rails in a major way, that there's some protocol where they can like make it known very quickly, like a word that you yell out and everybody's like, like pay
Heads up.
attention.
Yep.
This, I wonder. I don't know, Nathan, is Kyle breaking up a little for you too before we go into the last story? He is.
It is. I think it's our local internet because I just checked on YouTube and the stream is fine. So
Okay, good.
The
Third
old
story.
local internet.
The old local internet. I mean, they're building that Starbucks across the street. Somebody plugged in an EV out front. They're probably taking all the Wi-Fi. So, Kyle, go ahead. Last story. She's all yours.
Beijing is making artificial intelligence education compulsory for students of all ages, including elementary schoolers. Starting this fall, schools must provide at least 8 hours of AI instruction per year, either as a standalone subject or integrated into existing courses. Elementary students will get hands-on AI lessons, while middle and high schoolers will focus on AI applications and innovation. Their goal is to create a teacher-student machine learning model while incorporating AI ethics into the curriculum.
Ooh.
California, obviously, and Italy are also pushing for AI education in schools.
It's just California to Italy, huh?
That's like the random ones, but California kind of makes sense. Obviously, China has a very aggressive AI strategy with DeepSeek, Alibaba making waves in the global AI race over the last 30 days. So they're pressing in and giving kids access to this type of learning.
I don't think there's any better decision to make right now than to teach children how to interact with AI. Like a lot of people have been operating on the fear first, right? Like, oh my gosh, high schoolers are going to write their term papers with AI. It's like, yeah, they are, right? How can you actually leverage AI and teach them how to use AI in a way that progresses their education, their ability to think, their ability to be employed, their ability to innovate? And I mean, US needs to get on this train real quick.
Yeah, I can tell you, we homeschool, and like I bring AI into our conversations, so the kids understand how I use GPT in my work and the other models, and like it's not a scary thing in our world. Yeah. I think leaning into that a little bit more and kind of like helping them understand how to leverage it alongside their functional learning, I think is going to be a real key. It's like when we finally figured out that we should start teaching kids typing and coding when they were in elementary school.
I know. I think we still need to get on the bandwagon where we teach kids in elementary, middle, and high school basic financial skills too.
True.
Right? Like this is a budget. This is how credit cards work.
You're right.
This is why you don't want to use them all the time.
It's the old home ec, man.
This is how to use them properly. Dude, I remember, did you take home ec in high school?
No, I didn't.
See, there was still home ec.
We had like something like that, but I'm
just enough older than you that like I learned how to sew, and this is public school in like Philly, New Jersey. I learned how to sew. I learned how to make cookies. It was awesome. I was like, this is the best class ever.
One of my childhood family friends, his job was woodworking in high school. Like he had a whole woodworking shop in the high school, and that was an entire like class load. Crazy stuff.
So AI workshops, and that's, hey, even if your school isn't teaching them and you're in the auto industry, you have a very distinct advantage to bring your kids along because it's a very family-oriented business. And you likely are starting to leverage AI because in the industry, we talk about it a lot. We're trying to move it forward. By the way, I wasn't planning on doing this. We have an automotive industry email about AI to contextualize it for what you do. So autoindustry.ai. Nathan, ready with the graphic.
Boom.
Impressive.
Hit him with it.
Go to Auto Industry AI. Get that email. Read it with your kids. It's a lot of fun.
It is
trying to make it a lot of fun. Look, everything else, we're trying to equip you to not just be great in this industry, but to care about the people. That means teaching them, educating them, loving them, serving them, setting them up for a future. Look, thanks for spending some time with us. We have 12 episodes until episode 1000.